So the preparation position, again, just before you start, engage the feet, think of some of the principles. Moon on the head, or open the back of the neck, open the Ming Men, springy in the legs, arms like wings, shoulders just naturally open, fingers just lightly touching the legs. Legs are straight but not locked. And feel for this kind of, where's your center, like standing on a boat. So we begin by sitting into the right leg. Step out to parallel, so we still 100-0. Shift across to 100% in the left leg. The hands now come out into the sort of Wuji position. Rise up and turn on the heel to Wuji Posture. And if you feel uneven here, just adjust. Find your equilibrium or zhongding. Float up the hands. So the beginning movement. Reach out with the fingers. Drop the elbows like the fingers are pulling in, T-Rex type shape. Press the palms down, so this is the An Jin. Wrists bend slightly and then the wrists straighten out. Back to Wuji neutral. From here we're going to ward off left. So first by sitting into the left leg, turning on the right heel, holding the ball. 100-0 on the left leg. Find the center, so you sort of sit into the horse, then expand outwards slightly at the end. So feel the feet and let the ball float out a little bit. Then I come more fully into the front leg by sinking and turning slightly to the right. Then I rise up very slightly, turn to the left. So the weights are now 100-0 in the right leg. Sit down to step out. Still 100-0. Sit into the center. The hands start to change. And then from the center, rising and turning into ward off left. And just reconnect both feet, both hands, 70-30 posture. So that's the end of ward off left. Now we begin ward off right. So sink and turn into the left leg. Palms turn slightly to face each other. Rise up slightly. Find the 100-0 on the left leg. Have a sort of sitting down to step into this transition. Sit into the legs. Float up the right arm. Find your center. Rise up slightly or press the feet slightly. Not straightening the knees, just press the feet. Turn to 70-30. Feel both feet. And then to ward off right. So the elbows relaxed, like holding a ball in front of your face. Continue turning slightly, so ward off right continues to here. Turn the waist. Shift back into roll back, so the right hand comes up, left hand facing you. You've wound up to the right, so release or unwind to the left. Just turn slightly past the center. Then the hands swing out to the left. Left hand down and out, right hand folds in. On the back leg still. So then you drop the left elbow, press onto the wrist as you come into the center. 50-50 to 70-30, release out. Elbows still relaxed. So now we go into the push or the An. So the An is actually beginning from the split and the hands are sort of resting down. So you start to feel a downward direction. Continue down back into the center of the walk or sitting on the horse, elbows dropped. Find the 50-50 and into 70-30. Pressing out the feet slightly, expanding out with the arms. So that's the end of the push. Into single whip, the hands continue out as I move back. Or I move away from the hands. Slight winding up to the right. A very slight turn to the right to then initiate the turn to the left. Turning on the heel, 90 degrees. Continue turning the waist past that point, but shifting then into the right leg, sitting into the right leg slightly. And then as I do that, I turn to the right, hold the ball. Then I kind of release out of the leg as the hook hand goes out. The ward-off hand floats up underneath, elbow still down on the left arm. Turn on the ball of the foot and start to separate the hands. And as that circle continues, step around into the bow stance, sit into the center, keep the hook hand out so the hook doesn't follow you around. Find the center, then release by pressing the feet slightly, turning the left hand out, single whip. Okay, from single whip to raise hands. So turn slightly to the left, open the hook hand, holding a big ball onto the ball of the other foot. Slide the foot in or just step across. Step the foot across as you bring the hands in to raise hands. Hands come down, foot comes back into shoulder stroke. So sit down slightly, step out, sit into the center, the left hand floats up towards your elbow, palm down. You kind of release out of the center by pressing the feet slightly, come to 70-30, turn the waist slightly to the right. Then settle into the right foot as you rise up to white crane spreads wings. So the right hand comes up the outside, left hand comes down, foot steps across. Palms turning out, right palm turning out, left palm just brushing past your knee. So 100-0 in white crane spreads wings. You turn the edge of the right hand down, like chopping down slightly, sink down slightly, till the hand is in line with your other hand. Then turn the waist, turn the hips, hands swing out. Turn back, and drop your elbow, fold in the arm, step out, find the center, and then release to 70-30 as you brush the knee into a step. Come forward, turning slightly to the right, step the back foot up, and back down again. Shift the weight back to 100-0. Step with the heel, hands come into play guitar, similar to raise hands. So your right hand is sort of looking at your left elbow. Left fingers roughly in line with your throat. And then we go into another brush knee and twist step. So turn the waist. Let the right hand come palm up near your hip. Just fold in the left arm. Swing out the right arm. Turn back. Start to drop the elbow. The hand comes in towards you. Step out. Hands pass through your center. Then release to 70-30, brush knee and push. Then shift the weight back, make a fist. Right hand comes down on your center line. Turn, spiral through the back leg to turn on the heel. Turn the left palm to face your fist. Sit and sink into the left leg. Step around in a circle. The arms start to swing out to the left. And they circle round as you shift the weight. Turn the waist. Connect fully into the right leg. The back of the fist deflect down. The left palm out on your center line. Parry. So kind of 100-0. Sit down slightly to step out. Shift into the center. And then punch out from the center to 70-30. So in the punch, the fist is in your solar plexus, the other hand diagonally across. That's the punch. Then apparent close up, turn, release the fist, cross under, and slide back, shift back to closing, cross hands, open, forward again, push. So load and release 70-30. Then into cross hand, so we shift back 100%. Turn, start to open the hands. Shift into cat stance, continue opening. Step back 100-0, cross hands. Just closing the form, press the palms down, come to Wuji. Connect the right foot, turn the left foot on the heel. Connect the left foot onto the ball of the right foot. Feet together, hands on the legs. Rise up. Back to the beginning. So preparation. So we sit into the right leg, get to 100-0, a slight space opening under the elbows, inside the elbows. Step out, shift across, hands come into Wuji posture, or the Wuji shape, and then you rise up and turn on the heel into the Wuji posture. Hands float up, or the arms float up, fingers extend out, elbows drop, the fingers like pulling in to T-Rex shape. Press the palms down till the wrists bend, and then release the wrists. So you come back to this angle. Then into ward off left. So you shift to the left, hold the ball, turn on the right heel, 100-0. The bottom hand's about hip height, the top hand sort of heart height. Sit into the center or float forward, and then feel the feet as you come to 70-30, the ball floats forward. Sink into the right leg, turning the qua slightly to the right. Then back to the left, get to 100-0. So you can sit down, step forward. Find the center of the walk or the center of the horse. Left hand starts to float up. Then feel the feet, connect to the ground, turn. Feel both feet 70-30. This hand, heart height, this hand is like the Wuji shape, 70-30. That's ward off left. Then sink or connect down into the front leg, turn slightly to the left. The back heel comes up, but I'm not coming up. I'm more thinking down. And folding in the front qua. Then maybe think of pressing the foot to find your 100% on one leg. And then to step, have a little sitting feeling. And then sit into the center as the right hand floats up. Then feel the feet, press out of the feet to turn and connect both feet, 70-30, ward off right. Continue turning to the right with the waist, folding the qua, opening the back qua. Shift back, right hand points up, left hand points at your elbow, palm towards you. You're wound up to the right. Then unwind or turn to the left with the shape, just past the center. Then you change the shape as you turn slightly more. So left hand swings down and out. The right hand just kind of folds in, and it's almost like the right hand replaces the left hand. Similar position. And that's me at the end of rollback. Then the press is sit down, fold in, loading the legs, press onto the wrist, release out of the feet, 70-30, the hands extend out slightly. Then the push begins with a kind of split, so you slide the hands apart slightly, not too much. Palms down, like feel you're resting the palms on a surface. Then I'm fully back, sit in the legs, drop the elbows, fingers start to point up diagonally. This is me in the center, and then into 70-30. The hands extend out slightly. Okay, from there into single whip. So you come back, the arms extend as you go back. I'm winding up slightly to the right and then turning to the left, turning on the heel 90 degrees, shifting into the right foot and turning the waist slightly. Then turning the opposite way, holding the ball, turning back as I send out the hook and the ward-off arm kind of floats up, turning on the ball of the foot, and then slowly stepping round the arm and the foot together, sit into the legs, and release out to single whip. 70-30. The hand can be slightly out, both hands open, both arms opening. The hook hand doesn't come forward, it stays in line or further back. And we're not trying to square up so much in this one, it's more of an open feeling. If you see the old Yang style, this hand circles in and out again. So into raise hands. To raise hands, so you turn, holding a big ball, release the hook on the ball of the foot, then just step in to this position, raise hands, 100-0. Hands come down into the shoulder stroke, foot comes back. So this hand in front of the center, this hand slightly back. Sit down to step out. The heels are just sort of past being in line. Sit into the legs, this back hand floats up, palm down at your elbow. 50-50, then 70-30. Pressing the feet or feeling the ground. Turning the waist slightly. So the end of shoulder strike. White crane spreads wings, so this hand comes up as I turn to 100%. Step across and open the arms out. So the right hand's rotating out, left hand brushing past the leg. 100-0. Then cut down slightly with the right arm down your center till it reaches your other hand. And begin to turn the waist, the hands swing out to the right. Sit down, fold this hand in, the right hand, drop the elbow, step, hands pass through your center, kind of lower dantian, upper dantian, then release out, press the feet, turn 70-30, brush knee into a step. Shift forward, pick up the back foot, place it down again. Slight change of angle from 45 to sort of closer to 90 degrees, but not quite. Shift the weight back, step with the heel, hands come into play guitar, which is the same as raise hands essentially in this form. Then into brush knee and twist steps, turn, right hand comes down, kind of palm up at your hip, left hand folds into the sort of roll back position, turn back, sink down, relax the quad, drop the elbow, step out, come through the center, through this center line position, rising out of the feet, connect the feet again. After you've turned the back foot, feel the back foot. Brush knee into a step. 70-30. Okay, deflect down, step up, deflect down, parry and punch, so they make a fist. The hand comes down again, sort of in line with your hand on your center line, so straight down your center line. From there, turn the foot, spiral through the back leg, turn the left palm to face your fist. Shift up across into the left foot. Hands start to float out to the left, then step around to the opposite corner in a semicircle. Hands swing out as you shift and turn the waist. Deflect down with the back of the fist, parry with the palm. Hand can come to your hip or your thigh. From here, step forward as far as you can. Sit into the center, you're moving towards the hand slightly, and then punch out. As you do that, you can bend the elbow, then punch out. 70-30. Apparent close up, turn slightly cross under, shift back, come to the cross hands closed position, turn slightly to open, find the center, release out into 70-30. Then cross hands, shift back, turn and start to open the arms, shift into cat stance, continue opening the arms. Step back, 100-0 parallel stance across the arms. And then just closing, turn the palms down to Wuji, back into the V stance. So the idea of one chi, you move with one chi, there's one flow continuous from beginning to end. So there's no stopping. So you can let go of a bit of the detail and just feel more fluid.